All right. Okay, I got to do my best Italian here. Capisce? Okay, for my people, I got to show you my bicycle for the Tour de France. It's called the BOTTECCHIA. Okay, so I've been playing around with this BOTTECCHIA. I took the rear wheel out from the, there's Junker road bike way back there. This bike is almost all complete. I need a brake. Yeah, brakes. I know they're overrated, but this bike is going to be fast. The axle, I took it out. I got to take the rear cassette off and see if I can get or find or whatever a 10-speed cassette so I can get it in there, because the 12-speed cassette, which is 6 gears, does not fit. The axle's not long enough, and it's, I really don't want to wreck this frame. This frame is, I think it's a chromoly frame. It might be aluminum, however you say it. Everybody says it differently. Everybody else pronounces it wrong. It's pronounced aluminum. Okay, so this is either chromoly, which I think this is chromoly, which is light. It's nice and light. These bikes, from my research, it doesn't have original wheels. Everything else on it is original, with the including the check these bad boys out. Like, that's gonna be so cool. I don't know if I'll be able to fit my big fat foot in there, but they're aluminum pedals, and I don't know if you can adjust this way, but yeah. Whatever. So that's the 1966 style of a toe clip. Pretty cool. Pretty darn cool. So it's all original predominantly. So I want to keep it as original as possible. One of the BOTTECCHIA signatures is the seat post with the nice channeling in it. I test fitted. I'm not sure, but I think my stem might be too long this way. This is definitely set up for road racing. Now, the thing is I could probably bring the seat, well, the seat's as far forward, I think, as I can. Oh, okay, it has one of those. Yeah, so I gotta figure out how to get the seat a little more forward, or I gotta get a shorter stem by maybe about this much. But we'll see. Legs wise, I think it's going to be fine. I don't know what the frame size is. I cannot find, the frame size for this one. It fits me, but it's probably on the taller side of fit me, you know what I mean? But yeah, so I'm just going to check all the wheel bearings, everything like that out on it. If I can just get that cassette and I might get a new rear axle, because the axle coming out of that other aluminum wheel, which these are 630s by 32 by 1 1/4 or whatever. So they're not speed wheels, but because they came off of a different bike, they didn't. But they are aluminum hub and rim. So the cool thing about that is that it is nice and light. So. But this bike, when I get it going, considering that my Norco Monterey started off at like 27 pounds and I got it down to about 24 pounds, this one is going to be starting at approximately 21 to 22 pounds. Oh, it's going to be fast. And in that price range, to get a bike in that price range, like just like an off-the-shelf, Trek, Cannondale, Specialist, where even a Da Vinci or whatever, you're gonna be probably $1,000 to $1,500 for a bike of that weight. Anything lighter than 21 or 22 pounds, you're gonna be spending, once you get below like the 20-pound mark, which is roughly 9 kilograms, you're looking at like $1,800 to $3,000 kind of thing. So just think about the value that you're getting, weight wise. Weight, I think, is even, I'll take lightweight over aero pretty much at any time. But considering I didn't pay anything for the bike, beggars can't be choosers. Aluminum bars, head stem, that is very, very pretty. I love these single piece things, but they're not easy to change. That's because you can't take, but it is what it is. I'd like to get, see what I can do with it. So I got to find a cassette somewhere. Might have to take a venture to the dump to see if there's any bikes up there. that I can cannibalize, stuff like that. But I don't know if I want to do it today. It's one of those skies today. And it's been raining all night and stuff like that, and everything's soaking wet. And the deer flies and horse flies are insane in there. There's a bit of a breeze out here, so not so bad, but which will help dry my wood. But anyway, yeah, I just thought I'd give you an update on the BOTTECCHIA. This thing will ride, and it will ride fast. Probably going to buy a new chain. Like if I can get to an actual bike shop, like a used bike shop, to just see if I can get parts. It's a 10-speed wheel that I need. Like if I have to go with a steel wheel for now, fine. And that one, I don't care if there's steel wheels on the on that. I didn't weigh that one yet, but it's I think it's well over 25 anyway. So it's not as heavy as I thought it was going to be. But the Junker road bike, which was Bucky's bike. But this seat, we'll see what I can do with it for adjustment. If I'm in a more, like this bike, I'm not thinking about it as a commuter bike. I'm thinking about it, because, I'll use the Super Bertha as the commuter bike. The goal with this is to make it a fast bike. So I'm going to set it up for speed. I'm doing all my research. I didn't measure my crank arms, but they might be right in my range, hopefully, if they're not too long. The seat height, I can get that, no problem. I might bring it down like an inch or so. But I got to get the back wheel on it and see where it is. I have sat on this thing before, and I thought it was a little bit tall, so I do have to bring things down a little bit, but I don't want to bring things down too much that I'm in a position where, like I want to be as aero as I can. Yeah, so we'll see what adjustments I can get away with on this. It should be pretty cool anyway. But I just thought I'd give you guys a better look at the BOTTECCHIA. Finally know how to say it, I think. And again, not much. I need a cable, a rear brake, a cassette for the back to see if I can mount it up, or if I can find an actual 10-speed wheel that'll just bolt right in there, make life easy for me. I can live with that for now, just for this season. But yeah, everything functions on it. It's just like when it was thrown out, there was just no wheels on it and no rear brake. That's it. And considering these things brand new were between something like $800 and $1,600, depending on which one you got, because there's quite a few of them, championship bikes. So these bikes were winning Tour de France, so at one point, so that's pretty cool. Anyway, I'll leave it at that, and I'll update you when when I just feel like talking about this bike. Yeah, there we go. How about that? I think that's a good deal.